Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Kimi's English Podcast, where we help you improve your English with real conversations and practical tips. I'm Rony, your English coach.
And I'm Kimi. I'm still learning English, and I have so many questions. Today's topic is something I think every English learner struggles with: how to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English.
Yes, this is a big one. If you're someone who always thinks in your first language, translates the sentence in your head, and then speaks, you're not alone. We've all done it. And honestly, it's a normal step in learning any language. But it's also something we need to grow out of because translation makes us slower and more unsure.
That's exactly what happens to me. I understand English when I read or hear it slowly, but when I try to speak, I start thinking in Bangla first, and then I have to search for the right words in English. Sometimes it's fast, but sometimes it just freezes.
Yes, that's a common experience. The reason it happens is that our brain is trying to do double the work. First, it finds the idea in your native language, then it tries to translate it into English. But languages don't always match word for word, and that's where the confusion comes in.
True. And sometimes the sentence comes out strange because the structure is different.
Exactly. So, the solution? Train your brain to think directly in English. And today, we're going to talk about how you can do that step by step, even if you're a beginner.
I'm so ready. Where do I begin?
The first step is to start very small. Don't try to think full paragraphs in English on day one. Start by simply naming objects around you. Look around your room and say what you see, in your mind or out loud.
Like chair, fan, window, laptop, cup?
Exactly. And then you can add very simple phrases. This is a chair. My laptop is on the table. These are super basic, but what you're doing is building a direct link between your brain and English without using your first language.
Okay, I like that. I can try that every morning when I wake up.
Perfect. Next, you can describe what you're doing throughout the day. We call this self-talk. For example, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making tea. I'm getting ready for work.
Even if I say these things just in my head, it's helpful.
Absolutely. That's how thinking works. You don't need to speak out loud all the time, but saying it in English in your head trains your brain to stop going through your first language.
And what if I don't know the word?
Great question. Don't stop. Try to describe it in English. If you don't know refrigerator, maybe say the cold box in the kitchen. It's okay to use simple words to describe something complicated. That's part of fluency.
So fluency doesn't mean using big words?
Exactly. Fluency means you can communicate your idea clearly, even with simple words. Native speakers do that all the time. You don't need to sound fancy. You just need to be clear.
Okay, that gives me confidence.
Great. Now, here's a really powerful trick. Stop using a bilingual dictionary. Instead, use an English-to-English dictionary. For example, let's say you want to know what comfortable means. Instead of seeing the translation, look it up and read comfortable, feeling relaxed and without pain or stress. Now your brain is learning the meaning in English. No need to translate.
Wow, that's something I've never done. I always use Google Translate.
That's okay in the beginning, but now it's time to level up. Using a monolingual dictionary helps you think in English. Plus, you'll learn other useful words from the definition.
Okay, I'll try Cambridge or Longman Dictionary online.
Excellent. Now, here's another idea. Visualize, don't translate. When you hear the word apple, don't think sebe. Just see the apple in your mind. If I say walk, imagine someone walking.
So I connect the English word with an image.
Yes, that's how children learn. No translation, just real connection between word and meaning.
This makes so much sense. But how long will it take before I can really think in English?
It depends on your practice. If you do it every day, even for 5 to 10 minutes, you can start to feel the change in 2 to 4 weeks. Your brain is a muscle. You just have to train it.
Okay, let me try something. I'll describe my evening right now in English.
Go ahead.
Now I am sitting on a chair. I am wearing headphones. I am recording a podcast with Rony. It's a little cold. I want some tea after this.
That's amazing. Clear, simple, natural. That's how you train your brain to think in English.
This is actually fun.
Learning can be fun when you do it naturally. And thinking in English will help you speak faster, understand faster, and feel more confident.
Can I also write a journal in English?
Definitely, journaling is a great way to reflect on your day and build vocabulary. Even if you write just 3 to 5 sentences every night, your brain gets used to thinking in English.
Okay, let me try. Today I learned how to think in English. I talked to Rony on the podcast. I feel happy and motivated.
Beautiful. See, you're already doing it.
Thanks, Rony. I am sure many of our listeners will try these tips today.
I hope so. And to all of you listening, remember it's okay to make mistakes. Just keep practicing. Start with naming objects, then move to short sentences, self-talk, visualization, and English dictionaries.
And don't worry if it feels slow. Your brain is learning something powerful.
Exactly. And if you do it every day, one day you'll be speaking and thinking in English naturally.
Thank you all for listening to Kimi's English podcast. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And let us know in the comments, what's one English sentence you say in your head every day? We'd love to hear it.
Curie, bye for now and keep speaking English.